So, what's going on this morning?
Well, as I told you.
Yes, you did. I didn't believe it.
They do not hook up the bottom part, so I now have to hook up the bottom part, and I have to take all this shit off the pole and move it to the other pole, and I have to punch out. I have to do everything.
So yay!
It's a major cluster.
So they took the stuff from there down, but he hadn't put the meter in yet.
Okay, he didn't put the meter in yet because I didn't want to work with it hot. So he's basically got this thing in there that keeps it from being hot.
Right.
It's plastic. And it plugs in and keeps it from making connection.
Right.
Once it puts the meter in, the box will be hot. I have to move this pipe to here. I have to put it through the bottom here.
Yay.
And connect it. In order to do that, I have to get a piece off this box. The cable is not getting moved till tomorrow, but I may have to move it now because of the fucking ground wire.
Of course.
So there's that.
Oh, lovely.
And yeah, but first I have to get this moved.
Didn't one of those bottom flange thingies come with the box? I thought it did.
No, it did not.
Because there was a separate package I thought we'd lose.
Right there.
Oh, okay.
There's the type. Do you see it? Oh, I don't either.
No, it was in the box though. It's been
Ground
lost.
bar kit. I don't even know where that goes. I know where that goes. I have no freaking idea where the ground bar goes.
Yeah, it was in the bag with the box. I guess he lost it.
I think there's already a ground bar in here. So I think that's actually extra. The ground will go in here.
Mm-hmm.
And of course it's Allen wrenches.
Of course
so I have
it
to
is.
go get the Allen wrenches. And the power will go in here. And it goes through a pipe here. So the first thing we got to do is get this pipe over. Pretty sure it'll go through that center one.
Yep.
So I have to take the plug out. Which you're like, oh, that'll be easy. No, it's never easy. None of this shit is ever easy. You have to get in there and pry it out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm gonna need a hammer.
Okay, I'm gonna come back. Okay, so she is cutting the PVC conduit piece, right?
Yep.
It was on the old pole.
Okay, so now the hard part, because I have to line all this shit.
And that doesn't want to bend.
Nothing wants to bend.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so the wires have to go through the hole. And then this pipe is supposed to fit into that thing.
Yeah.
But trying to get that to happen is going to be like cutting teeth.
Okay, I'll come back when that's done, see if I can help. Probably can't, but... Okay, so the hard part turned out to be...
The hard part is punching holes.
Yeah, punching holes and and the PVC and everything else, yeah.
Yeah. But everything else is... But the wiring was not the hard part, which a lot of people are going to go, yeah, I knew that, Selena, I knew that. Fuck y'all! At any rate, so now I got to punch the hole for the ground wire and put it in.
Okay.
Because of course they don't do anything. Nothing. They hook up the top part. Not too surprisingly, all they care about is the part that makes them money.
Oh, well.
And they don't care
They're not going to make any if this isn't hooked up to the trailer.
They don't care about old women.
Well, and you know a lot of this stuff. What about people who don't know? I guess,
people that don't know this
I guess
stuff,
they just have to hire an electrician.
I guess. And it's already a $700 thing.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine how much an electrician would just gig you completely out.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, you are on.
All right, so physics. This pipe is supposed to fit in here.
Right.
And in there.
And in there.
Okay.
And it's a rigid pipe.
And it's a rigid pipe. And these are huge.
These wires are huge.
And they will not bend up tight if you put it in tight. And you can't get that pulled back in and still get the wiring in.
Which is why it didn't meet on the old box.
Which is why it didn't meet on the old box.
Right.
And God only knows how they did that then. Okay, so what I did was I took the pipe that I cut off.
Right.
I split it in two with the jigsaw.
Right.
And I took 2 pieces, stuck them all the way up in here.
Up into the thing, yeah. So that
and
it
they're
actually
resting
does.
on the pipe.
Right.
Okay. Then I cut these pieces in half, and now I'm clamping them with.
In the opposite direction, so it's a complete seal, and you sealed it underneath with duct tape.
Yep. And I sealed it with duct tape, and now I'm covering it with this. And hopefully the power guy's not going to get back and say, "What the fuck have you done, old woman?"
The point is just to keep them as covered as possible.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they weren't before.
They weren't before, they were exposed. I know, it was
a
weird.
lot more exposed than it is now, so let's say that.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, so yeah, nothing ever goes easy.
I did not know you could take those hose clamps all the way apart until just this minute.
Yeah, if you take them apart, then you can get them. Some of them are made where you can't, but you can still fudge them with a pair of pliers. But you can take them all the way apart, and then you can put them around stuff that's in place, and then use them. Hose clamps work really good for stuff like this, applications. And as you can tell, because it's all bent up, and if you'll look back there at the stack of them on the ground that normally stay on that piece of wire.
Right, yeah. These are all used.
These are all used that I got that I took off of other stuff that people threw away.
Yeah.
In fact, I think most of those came from Tony's old chicken house.
A lot of them did, yes, because a lot of the wire,
chicken run,
was attached with hose clamps, yeah.
So,
yeah.
Okay, so now I've got it tightened enough with hand. Now I'm going to get
your power,
my power thing, and put them in the rest of the way.
Go.
But hopefully that'll make it tight enough, and I've got to connect it here. And regular clamps are not going to work because it's going to want to pull that right out of there.
Right.
And so I'm going to use probably my old friend plumber's tape.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And galvanized.
She's tightening.
There we go.
She's tightened it really well with the drill.
That's about it. That's all I'm going to get out of that hose clamp. There we go. So now it's good and tight. Look at that.
That is nice.
And it made a nice seal. And it should be waterproof because I put duct tape around, and then you put the pipe around it, and that should hold
the
it
other
all in
direction,
place.
yeah.
Getting ready to clip these with tin snips. Or I could use my angle grinder. I'll use my angle grinder. I'll get a cleaner cut.
Okay.
With less burrs.
Okay, then I'm going away.
All right, yeah, he can.
Okay. So,
okay, so
you decided to go ahead and do the concrete while you're waiting for him to get back.
yeah, because why not?
Right.
Okay, and what I did was on the back of the hole, where we won't have to do it, but if the kids keep the place after we're dead, they may have to do it. And I'll have to be able to sure and tell them this, but they'll forget it.
Where the power goes into the ground.
Where the power goes into this, that's all packed in dirt.
Yeah.
So that you can just dig the dirt. There's some rocks in there.
Yeah.
But you can just dig the dirt and rocks out. Because what you'll probably wind up doing if they ever have to do that, hopefully by then they will have loosened up, and when I get the porch on, they'll go, oh yeah, we can attack the weatherhead to that. But if that doesn't happen, the idea is that they could just use the old hole.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Which I'm just cutting it off with a chainsaw.
Yeah.
So first they'll have to get the old post out, but it'll be rotted by then.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Because it's already rotting.
Oh, it's already rotting, which is why
That's
it's
what
doing
he
this.
said. He said, that pole's rotten. I said, what about the top of it? When he got up there, he goes, oh yeah, it's rotten. I'm like, yeah, I thought so. But the post itself is not.
No, the middle
It's
isn't.
where the top gets wet and where this, so I'm going to use this
Of course.
later on, so you'll get to see what I do with it.
Cool.
But, yeah, so that's what we did today.
Yay.
What we're going to have to do. I have 50 billion fucking things to do.
So why didn't you put water with that?
There's water underneath it, and I'm getting ready to put some on the top, too.
There you go, okay.
But I put water underneath it. And the problem with mixing it is, if you remember right, this floods.
Yes.
So right now it's not flooding.
But it is still
But
soaked.
if we get a rain,
Yeah,
and if it rained while it was still wet, you'd just have
washed out.
really loose mud. So
Okay.
And the water's already there, so use it.
Yeah, right.
In fact, I've only hauled a couple of buckets to put in 4
bags of cement.
bags of cement, because that's how much water was in the ground already.
Yay. It sure looks a lot better. Of course, when all of this comes off, it'll help, but yay.
Yeah.
So, I come back 4 hours later, and obviously the power company's been back.
Yeah.
And we have power. At least it's running like we do. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Now we just have the cable people, and then we can take this old, messed up pole down.
Cut that sumbitch down with a chainsaw.
Yep. Yep, though the kitty's enjoying it. Look at that.
Look what I got.
It's my scratching pole. Yeah.
How dare you even talk about
taking that away. Yeah. You did a million things other than that while you were waiting today.
Yeah, trim up. I'll put the rest of the trim up underneath the windows.
Oh, I hadn't seen any of them.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
the windows, and the only one I don't have is the front wall, but I can't do that.
Oh, they look so good.
And then I had a rotted piece that I freaking fixed over there
With metal?
and I here where I had all that Michigan stuff sticking out, I customized a piece of metal to go in there with a lip,
Uh-huh.
and I'm hoping that's going to catch anything.
Anything to keep it from hitting everything, yeah.
And make it come out here.
That would be awesome if it works.
I don't know, 40 billion things. I painted that.
Yeah, I saw you painted this. This looks good.
That's it. I think that's it.
Oh, yeah. And the,
All the ones
okay,
that
so
are
you
the
did this
same.
one too? Yeah. I see, and this one's different, but it doesn't matter. It's a different side.
Yeah, so
right?
it's like I'm trying to do each one is different side, a different one, and then the front.
It'll be different, yeah.
The front will be the spider web.
Yeah,
with the
there you go.
spiders, and then,
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. It moved 6 inches.
Just in case anyone's wondering why we had to replace this pole. We've talked about it, but that's the first really good shot of the lean that I've gotten. That pole is bent. Yeah. I missed the felling. I missed the felling, but I heard it. It's down.
It's down.
Wow. Gee. Kind of a rotten mess. And the cable got moved this morning too, so
That's why.
that's why she was able to move it. Yeah. Cut it. Wow. Just wow.
You can see it's still in pretty good shape, but you can see the rot.
Yeah, I can see the rot.
Around the edges and
Oh yeah, yeah.
See
And it was-
there? It's
yeah.
not too bad on the
No, all
bottom.
things considered.
The top is a different story. The top,
Oh my goodness, that's cracked.
well, it's not just cracked. If you okay.
Oh, I see. Look at that. I see.
Well, listen, people, listen. Hear that? That's pretty solid. Listen to this.
Oh,
See how it sounds hollow?
Uh-huh.
It's got so many fissures in it that it's not in good shape. No bueno.
yay. Well, I get to
bueno.
end this video with this actually on the ground, which is cool.
There you go. Well, look how much cleaner it looks.
I know. Doesn't that look better? That's amazing.
Get that out of there. It looks like a bazillion times better.
Well, and all of those things off the side of the building, that's nice.
Yes.
There were 150,000 boxes and all kinds of stuff
And
we didn't use.
cables and everything that weren't
Yeah.
up to
Yeah.
anything.
Yep, yep. Yay.
There you go. That's the finished product.
Hallelujah.
Woohoo!
That wasn't but maybe a week or two of work
Yeah,
and
well,
tons of money, but oh well.
but yeah, tons of money and probably about 3 days work.
Actual
Between
work.
digging the hole and putting it in, and
Yeah, but then there's the wait.
there's
Hurry up,
waiting
dig and wait.
between.
Hurry up. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
but
yep.
yes, yeah, you can see the bottom was rotted out though, because a
Yeah.
little bit, because pieces came off when I cut it.
Yep. Well,
At any rate,
say bye.
thank you all for watching. Bye bye.